Hey guys, it's Godbars here, the self-proclaimed hip-hop historian, and this is the 435th episode of my series, where I grab a vinyl from my collection, talk about why I love it, what influence it has, and what its place is in the grand scheme of hip-hop. So Chubb Rock, the topic of today's review, is an extremely unique case of an MC, where not only has he always been an insanely dense, ahead of his time lyricist, but he also has multiple killer projects bordering on classic status, from 1989's And the Winner Is with Howie T, to 1991's The One, and even the 1992 follow-up, I Gotta Get Mine Yo, Book of Rhymes. But for one reason or another, I wasn't able to accrue any physical copies of his work up until recently, and ironically I'm starting with Chubb Rock's final studio full-length, 1997's The Mind. I'll probably just end up saving this dude's background and early days for when I actually get around to discussing those first few albums, since it doesn't make much sense to spend a few minutes talking about the mid to late 80s when I'm focusing on an LP from the latter half of the 90s, especially considering it would end up leaving me with less material to discuss in a potential later video. So I would rather just talk about the music on this pretty high quality final studio album, as well as the space Chubb was in both mentally and career-wise. By the time 1997 rolled around, there was a very real risk of Chubb Rock just fading into obscurity completely, like many of his contemporaries, especially since he hadn't dropped a full-length project in a good 5 years. But while I've always found this thing insanely enjoyable and impressive, ever since I first heard it, I didn't really realize quite how underrated The Mind is, until I was researching for this video and found there wasn't even a Wikipedia page for this LP. And that's pretty insane considering how many underground and virtually unknown artists do have one, and with such high profile features and an extremely well-rounded final result, it really sucks that The Mind didn't get the commercial reception it warranted and deserved. Which I have to assume played a major role into why this was Chubb Rock's final endeavor into hip-hop, at least as a solo artist, though it's possible he had planned this to be his farewell album from the start. As any OG from the golden era will tell you, this dude was easily one of the most technically proficient MCs of his time, structuring verses in a way pretty much nobody else would even attempt for years, which were always accompanied by his deep, punchy, and bassy voice, and just this keen sense of overall writing and wordplay in general was pretty much bar none, and one track that really emphasizes that separation in skill and talent is the song Beef, where Chubb Rock takes the opening section, and definitely didn't make it easy on the rappers that followed him. He kicks off this top tier set of bars with, "I'll arrive from the steps of Sinai 'cause I'm fly, when you're high from the lie you see me mingle in the sky, the dim light supersedes the street cockfight. Straight hetero sex, but I'll still Dick Van your dyke. From the mic flip, metronome time skip, who will high ship the Brooklyn-based scholar, and them rappers past I slip, ooh ooh. I curse you with that Fuji law voodoo. Will do you like Italian deli kids slicing prosciutto. I barb you like Bobito, the airport right through Heathrow, release murder brothers like Ito. Hear hatred, 'cause he picked who he picked to mate with. Then laced it, bourgeois player two-faced it. Hey, revamped the swing to parlay, how black power went sour, where's brother Jay? Where's the pink Cadillacs protected by whoever? The red and the black green, hill figure spitta. Indians want to protect the lone howling chief, so kids create beef. As I alluded to earlier, we do get a small yet reputable set of guest appearances on The Mind, and these come from the likes of Al B. Sure, Kaya, G-Man, Billy Lawrence, KRS-One, DOS Effects, and PMD, aka Parrish of EPMD. KRS actually helped out with the production as well, at least for the track he appeared on, and the rest of the instrumentals were handled by veterans like Easy Mo B, Frank Nate, Profile, Nick Wiz, Elliot Ness, Mr. Blue, Domingo, Drew Boogie, Rob Swinga, and Swanee D. When it comes to my overall top 3 favorites on this one, I think I would have to narrow it down to songs like the title track, Beef, and Don't Sleep. As for the cuts that didn't quite make it, but definitely still deserve an honorable mention, I want to shout out Reputation, I Am What I Am, Life, Games We Play, Mr. Rock, East vs. West, Remix version, Clear the Decks, I Will Survive, and Party Right. Thank you for watching my 435th video. Next time we have a group that's only been on the channel in the form of solo output from its most prominent and successful member, so keep an eye out for that one, and if you enjoyed, be sure to like, subscribe, and let me know what your favorite moments from this top tier lyricist's final LP are. Don't forget to have a great day, and I'll see you next time, okay? Alright.